All right, so this is day 2 of my 7-day water fast. I have not told anybody I'm doing a 7-day water fast because I didn't want to be discouraged. I would have recorded yesterday, day 1, but I felt like I look exactly the same, didn't lose any weight. I'm not doing this to lose weight. Doing it because God told me to do it. And when I made sure, like you know how you don't know if it's you or if it's God sometimes. So I knew I had to do a fast, but then I asked the Lord. I was like, so how many days you want me to do? And in my mind, like 7 came across my mind, but I was like, oh, maybe I'm just picking a number. But then it was like 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, like in my head. And it didn't sound like I don't hear a voice. It's just like as if you're thinking a thought, like the sky's blue, but like in your head. But it's still not a voice. It's like you can just literally see it inside your head. So I heard 7, 7, 7. So I'm still convinced it's me. Like, nah, it's just me. So I flipped through my Bible. I was like, Lord, just show me a number in my Bible. Y'all, why the first page I turned to was in First Chronicles, and for some reason, well, not for some reason, I read the Bible from front to back and back to front years ago. So a certain scripture is highlighted in my Bible. So I turned to my Bible. I'm like, Lord, just show me a number, because I'm thinking in my head, it's like I'm saying 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Y'all, I flipped through the Bible. Lord, show me a number. I'm not even looking at the Bible. When my hand stopped is when I looked down. What was highlighted was, and they fasted for 7 days. I'm like, God, if you're not fun, y'all, like, God is hilarious. Like, I started busting out laughing, and I was like, Lord, I love you so much because you're so funny. Like, God has a sense of humor. He's so funny. So anyways, that was yesterday, or maybe the day before, because I completed the first day yesterday. So I'm on day 2, still haven't eaten any. I'm lying. I ain't gonna lie, I did have a piece of shrimp, but I had to taste my shrimp macaroni salad, and thank God this is the last week of me working at the cafe because I'm shutting down my business. But I had to taste the food. I didn't taste everything. I just taste like the greens, make sure, and I just taste like one strip. Like, say if you got a fork of greens, just like one strip of greens. I just chewed on that just to see how hard it was. And then yeah, so I didn't eat that much, but yesterday I didn't eat nothing. Today, like, I still didn't even eat anything. But I wanted to start recording this because, like, I've already experienced like miracles. Like, things are happening and I don't want to miss it. So yeah, yesterday or the day before, it was I just turned to my Bible, and then fasted for 7 days was highlighted. I was like, okay. Then today, y'all, why does man come up to the cafe? I'm not gonna get into all the details of the story, but he ended up giving my daughter $500, and then he ended up giving me $600. And mind you, I needed to pay my car note yesterday, and they didn't even call me or say, like, 'cause I was supposed to pay yesterday, and usually they call me like, hey, your payment didn't go through. But they know now, like, I usually just come up there and pay, so they didn't call me today. I was like, well, they probably know I'll pay by the 1st. But yeah, he just gave my daughter five $100 bills and gave me 6 $100 bills. It's like, yeah, I just felt like blessing y'all today. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I've never been tricked on, and I'm not trying to get tricked on. I just want to be blessed. So ain't nobody ever just come up to me like, hey, here's $1,100. But anyways, so I was like, well, Lord, I'm gonna be obedient, and I'm gonna go pay my car note. So I went up and And my daughter wanted a trip. She really told the man, like, she's trying to go on trips this summer. So that's why he gave her the $500. I'm like, oh, he's an old man. Oh, you want to, I'm going on a trip. All you got to do is just let me know how much it is. So she looked up a flight. You know, kids believe anything. I'm thinking he not really going to do it, you know. Or, you know, certain flights might be too much. But she told him, yeah, the flight, I looked up a flight to such and such, and it's $518. And he gave her 5 $100 bills. And I was like, well, I'll pay the $18. Like, what in the world? And then he gave me 3. And then he left, and then he came back, and then he gave me another 3. Yeah, I just felt the need to give this extra 3. And I'm just like, wow. That's crazy. So I went to go pay my car note. I was like, I'm not even going to be tempted. Because there's so many things I want to pay for. Like, I need to pay my light bill. I want to pay for my LLC, which is like $180. It's other stuff that I just want to get to prepare for my next season. But I was like, my car note was due yesterday. So I'm just go ahead and pay that. So I go in to BJ. This is what I'm about to say is not a miracle, but it's part of the fast because it's still like very fascinating to me. So I go to Sam's to get some burners and to get some mayo. And when I'm walking into there, I'm like, dang, I forgot I got to get some salmon because I cook salmon on Fridays. And so I said, Lord, I hope they got some salmon in here that's under $20 because I'm not trying to spend too, you know, I just paid the car note, just booked the flight for the baby. I hope they got some salmon in here, like the long fillets for under $20. So I go in there and I'm looking, everything's saying $21.28, $22.98, $20, and I'm just scanning. I'm picking them up and looking because I'm gonna make sure. And then I'm scanning like the top row and a little bit at the bottom in the front, and I'm just like, okay, I guess it's nothing in there. And that thought, like, it's a thought that comes in my head, and it's just like, no, check again, keep looking, like, in the back, like, check all of them. And, like, I look like a little flicker of doubt, like, dang, what if that's me? Like, what if that voice, like, okay, since I heard God the other day about the 7777, so when I'm hearing the voice again, I'm like, some of these got to be my thoughts. Like, it's not all just God talking to me, right? So I'm like, man, I don't see one for under $20. So if it's not my voice, you know, to keep looking, it's like, oh, well, at least I look. So when I was I'm looking through all of them, and I'm about to put them back, and then I look at my hand. It's one for $18. When I tell y'all, I just be, and I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's like when you're fasting, it's literally like the veil is thinned out for you to have access to God. And I'm not saying like we don't have access to him if we're eating every day, but it's like when you're fasting, it's like for some reason, you know, it's God. Like it's crazy. I'm literally walking in here and I'm like, Lord, please let there be a salmon fillet for under $20. And, you know, if it wasn't, I would have been like, cool. But I'm looking through it like, dang, $20, $22. And I'm like, dang, ain't none of these. Maybe I didn't, you know, it's almost like you almost doubt. Like, maybe I didn't, maybe I'm just thinking things again. Like, it's not, you know, God just don't talk to me like that. And the one that I picked up, and I'm like, oh, that's $18. And let me tell y'all the weird part. I'm not going to lie. Like, human being to human being, and I know God is here listening, but human being to human being, it's kind of weird. It's scary a little bit because it made me think, like, between the Bible example, when I was flipping the pages and it just turned to it, and immediately on the page was 7-day fast, to when I go to Sam's and something's telling me just look, like a little bit more, and the one in my hand is $18. Like, I know God works, but I think I'm realizing like how big God is, like how grand, not big, he's grand. Like, he really controls everything. Like, God really controls everything. Like, we think that I'm thinking I'm just turning to my Bible, like, all right, sure, like whatever number pops up. And what my hands stop on, like, and the thing is, I don't feel any type of like force moving my hand. I don't feel like I'm being controlled. I don't feel like something is possessing me. I literally, like, if I didn't talk to God and I literally flipped to whatever page, I really feel like it felt natural, as if, but because I know it's God, it makes it even more freakier, because it's like, but see, then I don't know if it's because it's like when I invite God to do, like, with the Bible thing, I ask him, like, all right, show me something in the Bible, like, as I'm flipping, like, show me, and then it does. And then even with the salmon, like, Lord, just let there be one for under $20, and the one, like, literally in my hand said $18.98. It's like he controls, like, it's there before I even asked. Like, I don't know, bro, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like God is sovereign in like all the little things. Like, these are just small examples, and I know this is not like a walking on the water type of example, but it's like, it just makes you realize like God is in everything. Like, this salmon was in my hand when I said, yeah, I don't see nothing. And I think to the logical people, they would have been like, yeah, it's because you're not looking. Or with the Bible, I don't even know how to explain it, but this is day 2 of a 7-day fast, and I'm not eating anything. Like, I'm just been drinking my water. I did squeeze some lime in it for the electrolytes, because I didn't want to do the little sugar pack, not sugar packets, but the drink packets for the electrolytes, or drink Gatorade, because I don't know, I'm just nervous. But God has really been speaking to me, and it's just really beautiful. It just makes me realize like God is like literally everywhere, like everything. And I know that. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Day 2, I can't imagine like day 7. I have never went on this long of a fast. Eating nothing. But I'm really excited. And I will keep y'all posted. Okay, bye.